In this lesson, we will study the nature and background of the sport Arnis with the basic techniques. So what is Arnis? This fighting system was renamed Arnis in 1873, which is derived from the word Arnis, which means defensive armors, used on the Moro place with a colorful trapping. It was before the colonization of the Spaniard when Arnis was created, and it's called Kali or Eskrima, refers to a category of Filipino martial arts that emphasize the use of weapon, whether it's be fighting stick, blades, or improvised weapon. It is also a Filipino martial art that can be performed individually or with a partner, using a single stick or a pair of sticks for striking, blocking, and can also be used for self-defense. In Arnis, the weapons are used as an extension of the body. Some body movement techniques are basics to the sport. So now let's come up to the lesson 1, basic skill in Arnis. But before that, let's have the nature and background of Arnis. It is a combative sport. On December 11, 2009, Arnis was declared as the Philippine National Martial Arts and Sport to Republic Act 9850, signed by President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. Lapu-Lapu was considered the first master of Arnis for fighting Magellan, even though the Spaniard used strong weapons such as swords and guns. Lapu-Lapu and his men used wooden instruments, spears, and bolos. Arnis also includes open hand techniques without weapons. The history of Arnis dates back to as early as 900 AD in the Philippines. It has been handed down from generation to generation for centuries, honing the skills of techniques of each practitioner. Arnis is characterized by swinging and twirling movements, accompanied by striking, thrusting, and parrying techniques for defense and offense. It is not only a martial art, but also the de jure national sport of the Philippines. Now, let's have the proper grip in Arnis, or yung tamang paghawak ng Arnis. In using the Arnis, hold it with your forefinger with the palm blade 2 to 3 inches away from the stick or baton. Your thumb should be over the forefinger. The Arnis should be made of rattan stick, which is called a cane or baston or baton. The usual size of it is 28 inches in length. Now, let's have the basic stances in Arnis. The following basic stances in Arnis are essential in learning the 12 striking techniques or the patamaan of it. Stance is the way someone stands or the proper posture required in a specific event. Always remember that you need to understand that Arnis stances is the combination of the foot orientation and the distribution of the body. Courtesy bow is an important part and ritual part of this sport. This is showing respect to the opponent or partner in Arnis and is a preparatory position. Steps in courtesy bow. First, stand straight, feel slightly apart, hold the stick in both ends. Second, feet together, side step of your left foot, hand on your left chest, cane of right. Step 3. Bow only with your hand. So now let's have the demonstration of courtesy bow. Now, let's discuss the 3 stances that we have: the fighting stance, forward stance, and backward stance. First, the fighting stance with the step.
Fighting stance in Arnis. 1. Start by standing with your feet shoulder width apart. 2. Step your dominant foot forward, keeping your toes pointing forward. 3. Bend your knees slightly and shift your weight onto the balls of your feet. 4. Keep your back straight and your torso upright. 5. Bring your hands up to chest level with your elbows bent and your fists clenched. 6. Your lead hand, the one closest to your opponent, should be slightly extended while your rear hand is held closer to your body. 7. Keep your chin tucked and your gaze focused on your opponent. 8. Maintain a relaxed and balanced stance, ready to move and react quickly. That's the fighting stance in Arnis.
Second, forward stance with a step.
For forward stances in Arnis. Number 1. From the fighting stance, take a small step forward with your lead foot. Number 2. Keep your weight centered and balanced between both feet. Number 3. Bend your knees slightly to maintain a stability. Number 4. Keep your upper body upright and your hands in the fighting position. Number 5. Maintain a strong and stable stance and you move forward ready to attack or defend.
And the third one, backward stance with a step.
For backward stance in Arnis. Number 1. For the fighting stance, take a simple step backward with your rear foot. Number 2. Keep your weight centered in the balance between both feet. Number 3. Bend your knees slightly to maintain stability. Number 4. Keep your upper body upright and your hands in the fighting position. Number 5. Maintain a strong and stable stance as you move backward, ready to counter or even your opponent.
Now, let's have the demonstration of the three stances. Fighting stance, forward stance, and the third one is backward stance. Now let's come up to the lesson 2, the 12 striking techniques. But before we discuss the demonstration of the 12 striking techniques, let's first discuss the importance of the 12 striking techniques. So, what is the importance of practicing 12 striking techniques? First, we have the power and the speed. By practicing the 12 striking techniques, practitioners learn how to generate power and speed in their strike. This is crucial for delivering effective and impactful strike in self-defense or combat situation. Second, having a coordination and timing. The 12 striking techniques require coordination between the upper and lower body, as well as precise timing. Practicing these techniques helps improve overall coordination and timing, which are essential for executing a strike accurately. The third one is conditioning and fitness. Practicing the 12 striking techniques involves repetitive movements, which help improve muscle strength, endurance, and overall fitness. Regular training in these techniques can lead to increased stamina and physical conditioning. And the last one, having to know the defense and counter-attacks. Understanding the 12 striking techniques enable practitioners to recognize and defend against incoming strikes. Additionally, these techniques provides the foundation for effective counterattacks, allowing practitioners to respond to attack with their own strikes. Now, let's proceed to the step in 12 striking techniques on what you are going to do and the demonstration of it. Step in 12 striking techniques.
Number 1. Left temple strike. Step 1. Start in a ready stance with the stick held in your dominant hand. Step 2. Swing the stick in a diagonal motion, striking the left temple of your opponent. Number 2. Right temple strike. Step 1. Begin a ready stance with the stick held in your dominant hand. Step 2. Swing the stick in a diagonal motion, striking the right temple of your opponent. Number 3. Left side of the shoulder. Step 1. Assume a ready stance with the stick held in your dominant hand. Step 2. Swing the stick in horizontal motion, striking the left side of your opponent's shoulder. Number 4. Right side of the shoulder. Step 1. Start in a ready stance with the stick held in your dominant hand. Step 2. Swing the stick in horizontal motion, striking the right side of your opponent's shoulder.
Number 5. Abdomen thrust. Step 1. Begin in ready stance with the stick held in front of your body. Step 2. Thrust the stick forward, targeting the abdomen of your opponent. Number 6. Left chest thrust. Step 1. Assume a ready stance with the stick held front of your body. Step 2. Thrust the stick diagonally downward toward of the left side of your opponent's chest. 7. Right chest thrust. Step 1. Start in ready stance with the stick head held in front of your body. Step 2. Thrust of the stick diagonally downward toward the right side of your opponent's chest.
Number 8. Left lower leg strike. Step 1. Begin in ready stance with the strike held in your dominant hand. Step 2. Swing the strike and downward motion, striking the left lower leg of your opponent. Number 9. Right lower leg strike. Step 1. Assume ready stance with the strike held in your dominant hand. Step 2. Swing the strike in downward motion, strike the right lower leg of your opponent. Number 10. Left eye. Step 1. Start in a ready stance with the strike held in your dominant hand. Step 2. Thrust the strike forward, targeting the left eye of your opponent.
Number 11. Right eye poke. Step 1. Begin in a ready stance with the stick held in your dominant hand. Step 2. Thrust the stick forward, targeting the right eye of your opponent. Number 12. Crown strike. Step 1. Assume a ready stance with the stick held in your dominant hand. Step 2. Swing the stick in an upward motion, striking the crown or top of your opponent's head. Now, let's have the demonstration of the 12 striking techniques. Now, let's discuss the 6 blocking techniques in Arnis. The first one, upper left block. Step 1. Start in a ready stance with the stick held in your non-dominant hand. Step 2. Raise the stick diagonally upward, blocking an attack aimed at your upper left side. The second one is upper right block. Step 1. Begin in a ready stance with the stick held in your non-dominant hand. Step 2. Raise the stick diagonally upward, blocking attack aimed at your upper right side. The third one is the lower left block. Step 1. Assume a ready stance with the stick held in your non-dominant hand. Step 2. Lower the stick diagonally downward, blocking an attack aimed at your lower left side. The fourth, we have the lower right block. Step 1. Start in a ready stance with the stick held in your non-dominant hand. Step 2. Lower the stick diagonally downward, blocking an attack aimed at your lower right side. The fifth one is the stomach thrust block. Step 1. Begin in a ready stance with the stick held in your non-dominant hand. Step 2. Thrust the stick forward, intercepting and blocking an attack aimed at your stomach. And the sixth one is rising block. Step 1. Assume a ready stance with the stick held in your non-dominant hand. Step 2. Raise the stick vertically upward, blocking an attack that aim at your upper body. Now let's have a demonstration of 6 blocking techniques. And it is our video presentation about Arnis. Always remember, in Arnis, every block tells a story. It is a testament to the strength and resilience of the Filipino people. So pick up your sticks, embrace the art, and let the spirit of Arnis guide you on your journey.